Hey everyone, it's Gareth again, which of course means it's Friday, so happy Friday everyone. Lovely sunny day out there today, which makes a nice change. It's been quite miserable this week, which has had a bit of an effect on my mood at least. I don't know about everyone else, but it tends to be a lot happier once the sun's shining. Probably can't hear it from there. I will open the window a little bit. Birds are chirping out in the garden today. It's really nice. I've noticed on a lot of feeds, especially around the garden, there's been a lot of bird song. And that's, morning Janet, that's inspired my make for today. I had said that I was going to do some stained glass windows today. Unfortunately, I am still waiting on an Amazon delivery. So I'm not going to be able to do that again today. Sorry Clive if you're watching, but I hope it's supposed to be arriving tomorrow. I've ordered some glue to be able to do that, so I hope that I'll be able to do that next week. It is a bank holiday next Friday, but I will probably still either go live or I'll pre-record a video to do that. Am I sure it's Friday? My watch says it is. You had me confused there for a minute, Clive. Thank you. I'm not entirely sure what day of the week it is. I hope it's Friday. If not, you've got a bonus session today. So, like I say, I had to do a bit of a makeshift one today. Hoping that it's something that people will be able to join along with at home. I haven't got something to show you first off. Normally I like to do a little bit of an example to show this is what we're making. But I haven't been able to do that because I'm making things out of lolly sticks today. But I have limited amount of lolly sticks to actually use, so I didn't get to do a practice run. So we'll see how it goes out. But as the title hopefully says, I'm going to make a bird feeder. So I'm going to reposition that camera and hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so like I say, for this we will need some lolly sticks. I'll be using a glue gun today because it makes it a lot quicker for me, but if you haven't got a glue gun you can use some PVA. I wouldn't recommend using a Pritt stick because it won't stick too well, but PVA's school glue is normally pretty good with that. It just will take a little bit longer to dry, so you'll need to be a bit more patient with it. Whereas the trusty glue gun that Victoria's kindly lent me should make this a little bit quicker. So, bird feeder I'm going to make today is in the shape of a tent or a little house. So what we're going to do first is, you can see I've had my Blue Peter moment, I've already lined these up, is get some lolly sticks and hopefully I'm going to do a nice flat surface that's got a really big dent in it. You can see that. Over there. Morning Georgina. Move that over a bit. So, first off, you want to start with some lolly sticks. Like I say, I think I've just managed to find a lot of these. I haven't been spending all week eating lollies. These are just remnants from a craft box that I had. So, we want to start off by making the base of our bird feeder for our bird house. So I'm just going to move that over again. Try not to lose the glue gun off the edge because this box is not entirely flat. So you want to line up $12 lolly sticks. I think that's 12. Basically enough that, no, I've got one extra. So enough that, I'm hoping you can see that when you lay another lolly stick across the top, it covers at least most of that, because that's what's going to hold that together. So that's going to be the base, but we're going to make a few of these to actually put together. Like I say, I'm using a glue gun. You can use PVA glue instead. Like I say, the glue gun just makes it a lot quicker and easier. So you want to grab your glue gun and careful not to burn yourself. Put a line of glue all the way across there. Push them together. Try not to get it stuck to your finger like I just have. The perils of glue guns. I have done a risk assessment for this in case Jackie's watching. So, first off, you're going to stick that one across there. So the beauty of that is that that will hold your 12 lolly sticks that you've got in the line together. And the second one, which I'll pop down instead of holding in my fingers so I don't burn my hand again, he says. Hello Tracy. Is lined up some lolly sticks. I lost you for a second then. I'm hoping that you can still see this. What I may do is actually stick that over the side instead. Get it a bit closer to the router. So yeah, so what I was saying is, I've lined up 12 sticks, get them straight along one edge. Unfortunately these aren't all the same size. I'm using sort of remnants of what I had, but ideally they would all be the same length. And then you just sticking those two together, so that creates a nice sturdy platform, which will either be our, I don't know if you can see that, it'll either be our floor or part of the roof. So we want to do that 3 times. There's another one I prepared earlier. I say I didn't have a practice run at this. I had a brief practice run where I stuck everything together with masking tape, which made for an interesting experience. So at least I know that the basic shape that it should look like by the end of this. So yeah, I'm going to swap that one out because that one's cracked in the middle and is a bit bent. A nice flat one. So you line them up. It should be about 12 or 13, I think, for a full line. Hello Kirsty, just seen you joined. Lift that up a bit. That's better. Right. So that's anyone who has just joined. We're making a bird feeder from lolly sticks, and we're in the middle of just doing a little template which will make the floor and the roof for a little bird house. So we're lining up 12 or however many lolly sticks, one lolly stick, the length of one lolly stick will cover, and sticking 2 to the top to hold it all together as a platform. Like I said earlier, you can use PVA glue. This glue gun is amazing. Very grateful for Victoria for lending it to me. Makes everything that bit quicker. You can use PVA, but it will just take a little more longer to dry. So that's your second platform. And then we're going to do the same for a third. So I'm going to set these over. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Use the edge of a ruler just to try and straighten them up. I've got a big glob of glue there which isn't helping everything being flat and ready. That seems a bit long. I think I may have put one too many on there. I have. Like I say, you want the length. You want it as many wide as the length of one lolly stick. So like I say, that's normally, depending on the width of them, 12 or 13. You're getting your two that you have stuck there. Pop in a line of glue, which I'm hoping you can see. Pop in a line of glue onto there. I've just seen that my mother's started watching. Say hello. It's weird, when I was playing with this last night, or having a bit of a play as to how this one was going to work, I was sort of taken back to my childhood. Always enjoyed not just drawing and sort of making art, actually building something. I remember making, I think it was a swimming pool, a swimming pool for some of my toys to play in when I was very young. My mum will probably remember that. Yeah, it did take me back. So I'm trying to sort of do a few bits around drawing, but also making, sticking, anything generally craft related. So again, you get that one there. Try not to put your thumb in it like I just have, and stick that down nice and firm. So in the end we have 3 semi-identical platforms. Hello Victoria, hi Matt. If you've only just joined, we're making a birdhouse feeder today out of lolly sticks. So, like I say, half of those, or 2 of those, are going to make your roof, but we'll come back to that later. One of them is going to be the floor. So, like I say, they should be fairly identical, but I'm going to use these 2 for the roof, I think, and this one for the floor. And we're going to start with the floor now. So for the floor, obviously, if you're going to put bird seed on that, you don't want for all of it to fall out, so we're going to make some walls as well. So for the walls, if you grab one of your lolly sticks, we're going to need to put a line of glue along the edge. If you are doing this with PVA rather than a glue gun, because it does take longer to dry for this. Sorry everyone, that was tripod difficulty. Ooh, what's happened there? Am I pointing at the ceiling now? That's better. I'm back with you. Can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, if you are using PVA, let's say, it will take longer to dry, but for this bit especially, where we're making the walls and sticking 2 together, sort of long ways along like that, what you can do is put some PVA onto it, stick it down, and then lay it flat, put a bit of masking tape or sellotape over the top, just to hold it together while it's gluing. But the good thing with glue guns is they start and they dry very, very quickly. So quickly, in fact, that when you knock the camera over, and have to rescue your live feed that had dried by the time I'd actually done that, so I'm having to do it again now. So, line of glue there. I'm just going to stick that. Together along there. Don't worry if there's glue that oozes out the side, you can get a bit of sandpaper or tidy that up afterwards once it's dry. So you end up, that's part of your wall there. We need a little bit of a base as well, so what we're going to do is we're going to go across there with some glue and stick one of those that way. One gets stuck along there. So you're making a little bit of an edge to go on our floor. Now, once you've done that twice, here's one I made earlier. I did do that one yesterday. You should end up with two of them, which we can stick along the curved edge of your platform, of your floor. And that will create your walls that will keep the bird seed in. You see, we want 4 walls. It's frustrating because that one's not entirely straight, so it's not sitting too well. So that will create your 2 walls across there. What we want to do is make sure we stick them with enough space that we can fit another lolly stick along that edge. So line the glue along the bottom. Be sticking that, like I say, so you're covering up. So I'm holding it up there. So you're covering up from the top all of those edges, or the rounded edges of your lolly sticks. Again, like I say, we want to leave enough space so that you can slot in, once that one's been stuck on, you'll be able to slot in another 2 along the side, that end and that end, for your other walls. So again, line the glue on the bottom of that. Scrub your lolly stick, make sure that will fit in. Good time to reposition. Don't worry if you spill any glue, you can always pick it off or sand it off afterwards. Just tidy it up and make sure that obviously it's then not going to be toxic for the birds that will be feeding with this as well. So once you've stuck on your 2 little L shapes for your walls, you should end up with that. We can just go about filling in the other 2 edges. So that one there should fit in quite snugly where you've glued where you glued the 2 edges down. You should only need a dab of glue on that edge there and that edge there, just to hold it in place. corners as well, just to make sure it's extra secure. There's one there, and again we're going to make that 2 high, so 2 lolly sticks high for the extra wall at the back. And for the entrance I'm only going to put 1 in. There. So now we have 3 walls, like I say, but with the excess glue you can pick that off later once it's dry. Get a bit of sandpaper and just give it a trim down, tidy it up. At the moment it's obviously just a bit of plain wood. That can either be painted or you could decorate with pens. You could decoupage it, so making use of your PVA glue, you could get an image, stick a picture on, and then rub off the top layer of the paper. Just decorate it any way you'd like, or you'd think your birds would like. So that's your 3 walls. Like I say, for the entrance I'm going to make it so it's only 1 high, so you've got a little perch for the birds to sit on, but be able to get in as well. So glob of glue each side, and then stick that one in. So that front bit there, if you can see, that will be your entrance. So birds will be able to hop in, grab some seeds from your floor or your platform there. So again, we go back to your 2 that you made, which is the same idea as your floor. You've got your lolly sticks, you stuck those 2 on, and they will make the sides of your roof as well. Glue everywhere. So they should fit quite nicely together. If I planned it better, I would have actually stuck the lolly sticks so that those ones would be more inside of those 2. So when you come to stick it together, actually they can slot in quite a bit easier, like that. As you can see on that one there, that fits in quite nicely and creates that apex of your roof. But we live and learn. So to create the roof, we're going to pop that together. It doesn't matter too much that it doesn't sit quite right on there, because I'm going to put a roof on it anyway. But again, we're just going to get some glue and go along the top edge of your side walls. So you should have two walls that are 2 lolly sticks high opposite each other. So I'm going to stick some glue on that one, quickly stick some glue on the other one, and hopefully be able to stick this before it all dries. So that one on there, so we'll place them together. You want to be getting the glue so you're sticking the edge of the lolly sticks together, but then bending them in at the middle. Move that round so you can see. Hi Alex, hi Rob, just seen the notification you're watching. That's what did your roof. Please don't fall over. as I've said before, the camera skills are probably not my forte. If I move that across there, you might be able to see a little bit better. That's better. So that's where we glued along. I keep losing you, so sorry if you're trying to watch and you keep losing. Every so often I look up and see that it's trying to reconnect, so I'm hoping that you are seeing that. While I was showing you how I created the roof, I managed to snap it off, so I'm just going to reconnect that now. So you've got a line of glue across there. You're sticking your edge of your roof to the edge of the wall, and then meet that in the middle. Like I said, don't worry about any excess glue at this point. You can always pick that off afterwards, or give it a sand down with some fine sandpaper. We're just going to want to have a nice line of glue in the middle as well of the top of your roof. Doesn't matter how much glue you put in the top, enough to make it stick nice and firmly, because I'm going to tidy up that top edge with a couple of extra lolly sticks. There. Right, let's say we stuck that top edge. That should start to stick quite nicely soon. Let's see what I've got in the box of these. Looks like a fence. Yeah, strange enough, Kirsty, I was hoping to make a little swing bench feeder for the birds, but I didn't have enough lolly sticks. I had enough lolly sticks just about to make this, but without doing a practice on the swing bench, I didn't want to sort of go live and not be able to do it properly. So hopefully I'll be able to do that another time. I know Victoria's very keen on me making a miniature picnic bench. I don't know if you've seen them on Facebook, little squirrel feeders, where they make the little picnic benches and the tables in the middle to attach to your fence for squirrels to eat off of. I'm also quite keen on doing that one myself. Got to wait on a delivery for more lolly sticks before I can venture into that. But do let me know if you've enjoyed doing this sort of stuff, because I can always do some more. If you'd rather me go back to doing a bit of drawing, then I'm more than happy to do that as well. I have said that I would do some stained glass windows, and that will happen as soon as Amazon get that delivery of glue and some colours to me. I'll be able to crack on with that one. So just tidy up that roof. I hope you can see where I'm going. I'm just going to stick one lolly stick on the top there, on that side. Stick another one on this side. And then a line of glue on the top. Just to finish that off nice and neatly along there. So that is basically your finished birdhouse, your finished little bird feeder. So what you want to do to be able to tie that up, hang it in a tree, hang it wherever you can get your birds in. You can get some string, hang it through that way, which will swing quite a bit. You want to make sure that you've got those two sides nice and even so it hangs nicely. Or while I was looking for other bits this morning, I found a little bead which I'm going to repurpose. So I'm going to thread my bit of string through there. Probably better off using some garden twine or something that's a bit harder wearing. This is just regular string, but it will do the job. Tie a knot in the end. That didn't work. The challenges of doing this live. I'm not normally this terrible at tying knots, it's just when your hands are also covered in glue. Down in the middle of the top of the birdhouse, so I can hang it up like that from the top. And like I say, you've got a nice little tent slash house for your birds to go in. You can hang that from there. Grab yourself some wild bird seed, which I'm storing in a jar of honey. Sprinkle that in the bottom and then hang that out. And hopefully watch your birds come along and eat. Thank you, Janet. So you can then take some time to decorate that. You can put some wood stain on it, you can paint it, you can, I don't know, draw some nice shapes on it, or just leave it as natural wood. So that's it done. And that is all from me. So I'm just going to scroll back through the comments, just say hi to people that I haven't seen. Hi Rob. Thank you, Matt. So I'm hoping to do a few more things with lolly sticks. I've got a big delivery coming. If you have enjoyed today, please do let me know if you'd like to see some more. Always interested in your comments and suggestions of things to do. So it'll be good to see you again. Have a lovely weekend, everybody, and I will catch up with you next Friday. Bye bye.